All right. It's with a great deal of pleasure I get the opportunity to introduce one of the greatest NFL players of all time. He happened to play for the Green Bay Packers for 12 years. All-Pro, Pro Bowl, he's also in the Green Bay Packer Hall of Fame. Please join me in welcoming an NFL Hall of Famer, LeRoy Butler.
Do I look at you or the camera?
You're going to look at me.
Okay. Now, I remember Lee Rimmel sitting next to me. Now, most of the time, Lee Rimmel would visit my locker if we did national media, and he would tell me what you guys are going to ask me. He said, they're going to ask you this, this, and this. Okay, go. What are you going to say? I said, I don't know. He said, that's perfect. Just whatever. And then he got really serious. When he gets serious, he looks over his glasses. He said, one day you may be in the Hall of Fame. Nobody was there. It was just me and him, and it was a moment. And I said to myself, Lee's never wrong. I just remember as a kid, I got these braces on my legs. I'm really pigeon-toed. And I used to tell my mom, because I used to stay in the house a lot because my brothers and sisters, they were all gone. You know, they were swimming, chasing butterflies, whatever little kids do, but I had to stay inside because I was disabled. I was special needs, poverty, African-American, in the inner city, one of the toughest neighborhoods ever. How's this gonna work? Other parents used to ask my mom, what are the chances your son will play in the NFL? And she would always say, you know, I don't know. But if he wants to do it, who am I to say whether or not? You just have to believe it, and then you have to execute it. You have to believe you have a plan. What do you want to be when you grow up? And that's what I want to be. And then it's kind of up to you. It really is. It's up to you. I was just a happy kid. And they say, why does your son smile so much? And my mom used to tell the other ladies in church, because he knows how his life is going to end. She said, what do you mean? Well, he wants to play in the NFL. He knows that, so he's happy. But my grandmother took it to another level, because she told me God gave everybody this talent. And I'm kind of questioning my grandma, which you never do. I said, well, I don't have any talent. I'm not fast. I got all these, poverty. And she said, well, no, you do have a talent. You have a unique ability to ignore anything negative. And she said, you just close your eyes and focus on what you want to be. And when you open your eyes, it's over. So if somebody's picking on you, saying something about you, you can't change some things that they're picking on you about. You just think about playing in a stadium.
Number 36, LeRoy.
The most life-changing statement I've ever heard was from Mike Holmgren. He's walking into the locker room, and I'm sitting there with a Michael Jordan shirt on. It's Michael Jordan, the GOAT. I'm sitting there, and he walked by. He came back. Why don't you wear your own shirt? I said, what do you mean? He said, why don't you wear LeRoy Butler's shirt? I said, I don't have one. He said, exactly. Go do something, and you can get your own shirt. And he just walked off. That kind of changed my whole life and thinking on the field to just elevate my game.
This triple threat safety amassed over 35 interceptions.
Comes up over the middle, the top, LeRoy Butler.
And 20 sacks.
And on the blitz by LeRoy Butler.
He remains one of only 4 to ever do that.
LeRoy is one of my favorite players in the league because he's got one of the biggest mouths in the world.
He was going to do it, I guarantee it. Take that.
Almost 1,000 tackles, 13 forced fumbles, 4 times a Pro Bowler member.
Tell me just how good was LeRoy Butler?
Oh boy.
George is picked off by LeRoy Butler.
He was a guy, he yelled, vroom, vroom, right before we went out on the field under Lambeau Field. And that was kind of a thing like, start your engines. Let's go.
He put in the work, he put in the time, looked at the film. If he say go left, we going left. If he say go right, we going right.
Just tell them the truth. They're not a fake thing, they suck your ass, you gotta say.
I mean, he just knows the game.
There's a coach There's assistant coaches, there's Reggie White, and then there's LeRoy Butler.
Losing is contagious and winning is contagious. We're hoping that, it gets contagious for us to win.
If he said anything, it would motivate guys instantly.
Send our guys out and make the play, baby.
Said his coach, Mike Holmgren, LeRoy was the whole package. Said his quarterback, Brett Favre, he was our X factor back there. He had a knack for creating turmoil.
Intercepted in the end zone. I think that's Butler this time.
When you got a guy like that knows the game, will do anything to make that play, put his body on the line to make that play,
And immediately drilled.
that's LeRoy Butler.
When you make good plays, it's like it's a different experience. It's almost like you outside yourself, watching yourself on YouTube or something. It's like you watching your highlights and you're like, I did that.
And it's intercepted by LeRoy Butler.
When you think about Green Bay Packers, one of the first things you think of is Lambeau Leap, and then immediately you have to think of LeRoy Butler.
Knocked out at a 38-yard line. Fumble. Tackle. Do the Packers have the ball?
I'll never forget it. I'm running, I'm thinking to myself, this is cool. Because I'm running, and all of a sudden, I said, I'm gonna jump in the stands.
It is a touchdown for LeRoy Butler. Holy cow, and the fumble recovery.
The statue celebrating it is in front of Lambeau Field. Now we go from a statue to his bust, which will be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, I was. You gonna say cheese? She's a good boy. Cheese. You want me to sign your towel? Can we sign your towel?
Well, I think if you think about the Green Bay Packers, we don't have an owner. Our owners are the people you see at the stadium. The DNA of the Green Bay Packers is the fans. So we try to cater to the fans as much as possible. We like to be very accessible and very approachable. And I joke about this to other people about, why did you stay in Wisconsin? It's the people.
Thank you so much. Thank you, man. That jersey looks good. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I like that.
Blue 58. Red waits. Here is the play action fake. Hand off second guy. Bennett walks into the end zone. Edgar Bennett with a hole on the right side that you can drive a truck to the Super Bowl through.
Well, I'll tell you what, when we beat Carolina, I remember going down here, shaking hands with all the fans, and I got very emotional when I saw a sign that said, somebody, like a poster, and a guy said, 30 years of misery has ended. We're going to the Super Bowl.
It is all over, and the Packers are on their way to New Orleans for Super Bowl 31. Holy cow, what a terrific feeling.
It was a drought for 30 years. You never thought this would happen.
Hey, Green Bay, how about this? Guess where we're going?
And when we got to New Orleans, we saw a picture. That's the first time I saw a picture of the trophy. And I saw Lombardi's name on it. I said, wow.
And here's Bledsoe back to throw it. He goes from behind. LeRoy Butler just runs wide open. Wide open. Freeman down the sideline. He's on the way. Here they come again. There's Reggie got him. And you talked about him coming. He was. This is what it's all about. Winning a championship, the greatest moment of your life.
And then Holmgren had a masterful speech.
This is it. It was named after Vince Lombardi. You play in Green Bay. As important as it is to any other team and any other player, it means more to us.
It's special to us because it has our name on it, Lombardi. The trophy's coming home. Everybody was like, oh, he's wiping their eyes. Like, man, coach, you're going too deep. And the smallest market beating the Patriots and having a fan base and fan base / owners, it was very, very emotional. It really was. Because after that, it just seemed like everything just kind of fell into place for everybody.
When you play for the Green Bay Packers, a lot of doors open up. When you win a Super Bowl, all doors open up. But when you make the Hall of Fame, football heaven opens up. Don't move or it'll say Nick Collins.
I don't move. Oh,
Anybody want to buy a signed jersey? We'll split the cash and get another one. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I appreciate it.
My mom said God gives everybody a scratch-off ticket. And you don't know what it is. You don't know, and you don't judge, and you just never know. Can you imagine having a scratch-off and it has something that can change your life? Or if you don't do scratch-off tickets, but my mom did, so it was funny. If it was something like in an envelope, and I said, this is your life story, but you can't open it. Why can't I open it? You can't open it. And one day you get a message to say, open it. And it's everything you wanted. That's a hell of a ticket.
Hey, what you doing at my house?
Man, come on out here, man. Come on out here.
It ain't all this stuff,
Man, come on. It's cold out here. Come on out here, though, man.
I ain't no bath yet.
You don't need no bath.
Come on.
What's up, boy? Congratulations, man. LeRoy Butler. LeRoy Butler. Congratulations, man. From Canton, Ohio,
This better not be no joke.
you have made it into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Where's my Bible? Man, I don't believe this.
In sports, you get a lot of great moments. And that, to me, in my catalog of sports moments, is one of the great moments to be able to tell another athlete that did the same thing that I did, that, man, you know what? We're now in the same club.
I represent my teammates and my fan base and my family. I gotta be the same person. Because my mom always told me, never change whether you get in or don't get in. Be the same way. And sometimes that's hard. Because when you're away from everybody, you're by yourself, and you see a John Lynch, a Troy Polamalu, a Brian Dawkins, these guys you just in that same category, them being a finalist before you and getting in, you said, man, But I said, well, one of these days, 'cause I got too much going on. And I just tried to stay busy. But it came up fast. And I tell you what, I'll never forget when Woodson came to that door. I'll never forget that.
This Total Packers special is brought to you by Miller Lite, by Quick Trip, and by your local Chevy dealers.
My mom passed away 6 years ago. Me and her worked on a speech. She said, one day you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame, so let's work on the speech. I said, what? I said, isn't that kind of narcissistic and arrogant? She said, of course it is. Let's just work on it. I always told my mom as a joke, I want to be the quickest speech ever. Not the longest, because my mom always said, get in and out. I'm going to be the story, not the headline. In my life, the people who helped me should be the headline. Teachers, parents, grandparents. They had to deal with a special needs kid like me. My first book, I couldn't afford it. I got it from a police officer, Officer Friendly, Officer Brown. I couldn't afford the bookmobile. He bought me a book, gave it my first book that I can take home that didn't have other names from checking out from the library. Dads, the typical LeRoy Butler speech because it's not about him, it's about people who helped him. But again, most people see headlines, they never read the story. This time, it'll force you to read the story because you won't see my name in the headline.
Growing up in Jacksonville, humble beginnings. Yes. Thank you, Duval. Duval County was amazing. But my mom, growing up in poverty, she made us think rich every day because it's not about what you have on or what you have, it's how you act. My teachers were great. I want to talk about Hammond Gracie. He's the one to say, play both sports, don't worry about it. Just play. Miss Gordon, she's my algebra teacher. If she could teach me algebra, she's great, right? So I love my teacher and all teachers. My high school coaches, Coach Corky Rogers, the winningest coach in Florida history. Coach Belger, Coach Warner, and Leon Barrett. He's the one that tried to stop smiling so much and be tough, but I can't, Coach. But my life changed at Florida State. I was a Prop 48. Coach Bobby Bowden drives into the inner city, into the projects. I say, Coach, you can't just drive up in here. You got to ease your way down. I'm telling Miss Butler, I'm giving your baby a scholarship. When Bob Harlan called me and said, we're going to select you in the second round, it meant a lot to me. I love Lee Remmel. He's the one that took the call for me. Mike Holmgren, who I hope one day will be up here. I really do. He changed my life. I want to thank the fans. Without you, there is no LeRoy Butler. And again, my teammates, I love y'all. The volunteers, I met all 2,000 of you, maybe took 3,000 selfies. I love you, respect you. The voters, thank you. 16 years is a long time, but it's worth the wait. Thank you very much.
There's only 362 guys in the Hall of Fame. I never thought about how many guys in there. I think it's only 170 living. So I just gotta make sure that it's just not me on the journey. It's the people who I represent.
Now, if any of my Super Bowl 31 buddies are still here, Antonio, Doug, God, all my teammates, can you come up here, please? Rod.
And I just remember as a kid, I got these braces on my legs. I'm really pigeon-toed. And I used to tell my mom I wanted to play football because it's the ultimate team sport. I can have 10 other guys assist me to win.
That's the reason why I got a gold jacket. He ain't got nothing to do with me. That's the reason right there. I'm getting so emotional because I love these guys. Because it's the only sport that you can have a bad game and these guys won't judge you, they just play. And I know some people benefit, but no. We don't benefit until they're under the light. That's what I wanted for my party. This is what I wanted. And I know we got a lot of guys missing, but that's okay. They'll get the message. The reason why I have this jacket is because of you guys. And that's what my mom told me. When we won Super Bowl 31, she didn't even mention me. She went down the roster and she mentioned every guy's name on the roster. We just won. I'm like, Mom, we won the Super Bowl. She said, wait, let me acknowledge your teammates with the Lord. I said, Mom, that's too deep. I just want to check. She's reading all the names, the Lamont Holoquest. I'm like, Mom, this is just me and you. And this is before social media. It's like, She said, your teammates are everything. Don't lose sight of that.
Yes.
Please. And for the people who paved the way, like Dave Robinson, Jerry Kramer, you know, Brett, Bobby Dillon, these guys, man, this is the Green Bay Packers. Without this group, there's no LeRoy Butler. It ain't even close. I wanted to say thank you. Because I know we get together, and sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But I love and respect my teammates, and that will never change. I love you guys.
Okay, don't get my jacket dirty. Get out here. Bag it up, bag it up. Okay, those tears are fake. It's okay.
To know that my name will go up there with all those guys, and it'll say from 1990 to 2001 with one team, that means a lot to me, because not many guys have done that. Only a few in all the 32 teams, Hall of Famers, when they stay with one franchise. So that's gonna mean a lot when I see my name up there in all 12 years with the Packers.
LeRoy Butler, dummy. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for letting me have this opportunity. You are one of my best friends, like a brother to me.
Mr. Butler, well deserved. We always talk about it. The numbers don't lie.
You're a friend, you're a fellow Packer. Congratulations, welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
This is something that you and your mom have always talked about, and I know that she is smiling upon you. Congratulations, love you.
I ain't crying no more, so I love you.
Congratulations, enjoy, buddy.
You did it. Go Pack.
Yeah.
Great.
I wish I could edit that.